olá a todos vocês que acompanham aqui o Conversa de Mercado do Núcleo Life Science, uma edição super especial sendo gravada diretamente aqui na FC Pharma e na FC Cosmetic. Eu sou Nadja Bento, diretora de portfólio Life Science, e vou acompanhar vocês em mais um conteúdo. Esse bem especial, nós vamos seguir com a nossa entrevista em inglês, mas vocês podem acompanhar toda a tradução aqui abaixo. So, we are talking today about digital transformation in the pharmaceutical industry in Latin American market. And we have today two special guests to talk about the subject with us, which is Isaías and Artem. So very welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us here. It's a big pleasure to participate in this program. Yep.
Thank you, Nadja. We are really pleased to be here.
Thank you, guys. I do have several questions here, so prepared?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure. Let's start.
Let's go, guys. So, do you mind to tell us a little bit about how is digital transformation impacting the pharmaceutical industry?
Well, if I may, I think in the past, once upon a time, business as usual was often good enough. And where the industry is going, good enough is not enough anymore. In a world where everything is connected and where everything is equally excellent, there are still spaces to innovate in. And the pharmaceutical industry is not aside of this need of transformation. The where we are going is digital. So the digital transformation is a main part of the daily work and the daily innovation that the pharma industry must do in order to keep the advantage and the competitive advantage.
Perfect. And your opinion, what are the main challenges when implementing digital solutions in the daily work of those in the sector?
I can answer this question. I think the main blocker of the changes in pharma industry is that this industry is really regulated, and sometimes it's better to do nothing rather than innovate and create new solutions, implement and change things. Yeah, but when you have companies, innovators who shows their example and the good cases, so other companies, when they see the effect of the digital transformation, they want to repeat the success of that company who like decided to be brave, in the industry. So that's the first challenge. Another challenge that I would say when company used to use in their operations simple solutions, analog solutions, it takes time and investments to adapt to new solutions. So even to start, if the solution works good, it takes time to adapt, to be to understand the importance and how to use it correctly, so it can bring you value and then can bring results, impact to the organization. So this one, if you have something, let's make it as a discussion.
Well, I think that we can add that it's in the nature of people to get used to the tools that they use on the daily basis. It's in our nature. And it's part of our commitment as people. It's part of our commitment as employee in a company or even as entrepreneur to be able to learn new things and to start using new things. In the pharmaceutical industry, we can see this on daily basis. Executives and part of the companies that are used to tools that, according to the time that we are facing right now, they might be not useful, but they start to be useful. Useless, sorry, not useful. And in those cases, it's important to acknowledge about this challenge, about the training and the commitment of the field force to get used to a new tool, to improve the performance, and to get skilled in the new tools that will not just be useful for the company, but for us in the skills that we need for the facing the new world.
Also, in the beginning, if you want to enter this digital journey, it requires investments from the business. Yeah, if you want to have digital solutions to build ecosystem, connected, integrated ecosystem that serves your operations and make it more effective and productive, it requires investments. Sometimes, if you a bit far away from understanding things, how it works in a digital world, it can require even more than it needed. Yeah, because you can fail. You can really change things in a way you expected to do that, not from the first attempt, but you need several of them. But with such company like ours, yeah, we specialized on customized approach. So we help companies to do it in a, I would say, in a cost-effective way. Yeah.
Not. But going further to this point, I'd like to know, in your opinion, in what ways is digitalization improving the operational process?
Digitalization can save a lot of time on manual operations, or it can save also decrease the number of human mistakes. Yeah, it also connect different departments of the company and create like a common a common force, one team that works together in achieving the company's goal. When you don't have it, sometimes it happens that different, for example, sales and marketing, they're doing their job, yeah, but sales does their things, marketing don't know exactly what sales does and do their things. Yeah, so but if they know, digitalization can help to join forces of different departments. So and when you act as a one team, it's easier to achieve new heights. Your opinion?
Well, following that idea, I think that, well, everything that used to be dumb and disconnected is not wired and it's not intelligent. So this connection and this work and cohesion between different areas, it must contain a decreasing in the cost and an impact in the revenue. We are seeing real cases of digital transformation around the world where companies are facing up to 95% of increasing of a lead conversion through a client, just by switching from a full face-to-face mode of approaching to a face-to-face plus digital approaching. This is in case of the operational with the client. Inside the company with the operations, when connecting the business unit analysts, the business analyst unit, the marketing unit, and the field force managers, all that work is, if they are working together, the work must be more profitable right now when using this kind of tools that will enrich this full work on the company.
Another point, also digitalization helps management of the company to have the whole picture, almost leave and make decisions really fast based on that data, not on the feelings. That's a really important factor also.
Perfect. More effective and smarter. Yeah, that's correct.
Sure.
And I would like to talk more about the Latin America market. So, in your opinion, what are emerging technologies that are being adopted by companies here for Latin America?
Well, if I may, right now in this globalized world, it's kind of not about the borders. You know, you can be in Brazil, in Argentina, in Mexico, in Thailand, in the US, and actually you are able to adopt any technology, around the world. Basically, the world of technology doesn't know any borders. So, for example, the phenomenon that we are having now with artificial intelligence around the world is not a phenomenon that we are seeing just in the developed countries. We are also seeing the adoption of artificial intelligence in Latin American market. How it will impact, or how it's impacting right now the artificial intelligence? Well, I guess that for the future, in terms of our job, of everybody's job, is that the skills we need will be dramatically different. Because anything that cannot be digitized or automated will need to be handled by highly skilled people, with highly skilled actors. And I think that the adoption that is having artificial intelligence doesn't recognize the borders, but it can in a certain way recognize the budget to adopt it. But even though we are ourselves in Platforce, we have developed a solution that is for small and medium-sized pharma, and we have developed an AI assistant that will help to automate part of the process of the client conversion. And as I said, it's focused on small and medium-sized pharma. So this kind of emerged technology, we are also seeing that they are like universalized, and it's not just for the high or the top companies that will be able to adopt it. It is available actually for the small and medium-sized companies in the market.
Oh, that's great. And also about those technologies, how are they impacting the relationship between the industry, the professionals in the field, and the public?
Well,
Tough
tough question.
question.
Really big question. I will try to resume and answer. I think that from the beginnings of the times, from the beginning of the first company, the thing always been about improving the engagement between the three areas that you mentioned: the industry, the professionals, and the public. You know, the main idea of all these tools, of these solutions, is to get the three of them nearest, to get them to a point that everyone gets benefit. Of course, the industry is looking for profit, and of course the professional is looking for a professional growth, and of course the public is looking for their benefit. In that case, this kind of solutions that allows the industry to know better the public that they are targeting, to know better the public, and in that perspective, to know better the product that they need to develop to target that public. And in terms of the professional, this kind of tools allows the professional to make their job easier, to automate the processes that takes a lot of time of the work, of the daily work. And in terms of the public, to benefit with better products and to better relationship with the professional that is speaking with us.
Bart, want to complement?
Okay, Isaías covered this question.
Perfect. And in your opinion, what role do government regulations play in the implementation of digital technologies in the pharmaceutical industry?
In terms of regulations, it really varies regarding the country. Today, we can say that the most highly regulated market is Europe, and there are some countries around the world, even in Latin America, that are regulating the tools that pharma is using. most of those regulations are targeted to take care of the data that pharma is managing. Nowadays, I think that one of the biggest capitals that every company has, not just pharma, is their database and all the information they gather and they order to do to face the market every day. What I see is that the government regulations are facing that way to regulate the data that pharma is storing and to regulate the use of that data. We are living in a world where we just seen crypto projects that are working on real and reliable data of us, of each one of us. And in the future, we might not need, a passport. We might just need a crypto token to get to a border. So all that information, all that database are really critical information. And I think that most of the regulations that the governments are applying to pharma goes in that matter, in the regulation about the data that pharma storage, gather, and use for their daily work.
It is perfect. Wow, what an answer. Okay, wow. And wow, what are then the expected economic impacts of digitalization for the pharmaceutical industry?
I always know.
Digitalization has its direct impact on the productivity and efficiency of the companies, of the businesses, not only pharma business, but all businesses. And it helps companies achieve new heights, grow their business, and do it faster and more efficient. It means digitalization has direct positive impact to the country, also to the countries, right? Because if the companies can grow with that, companies' economy or country's economy can also grow. That's the obvious thing. What else? Maybe you want.
I think that it also might face from the perspective of the competitive advantage. As in inside within the market, you will see actors that are pioneers in everything that they do, and as pioneers they can be successful or not. Just imagine those one that don't think about what is, but they imagine what might be. Imagine 10 years ago about a pharma actor that imagined that they were thinking about what might be if a global epidemic appears. And a couple of years, 5-7 years later, we had the coronavirus pandemic. So I think that the impact it relies on the competitive advantage, on being a little bit forward about the other actors, because when we are speaking about competition, we are speaking about competing with another company or another country or even another economic zone, the European Union, the Mercosur, the OPEC for the oil industry. And I really think that the digitalization is actually having a real impact on those competitive advantage. We are seeing it right now, how companies that are already digitized are having more engagement with their clients than the companies that are still thinking about it. And you will see also countries like, Estonia, that those are really digital countries where all your government issues can be managed digital, and they are receiving a huge amount of accounts, a huge amount of money from all around the world, because it's digital and it's easier to use their solutions. So in that terms, I think that it's really a competitive advantage, the digitalization. And another thing that I think that it's also impacting the markets, it's that there are certain processes that are being automated and digitalized. And in that terms, the skills needed, I already spoke about the skills, but the skills needed are different now. So it's appearing the needs of training, and it's also appearing the needs of thinking about what are we going to do with every process that are now being automated, that is now being automated because it's profitable for the company. But maybe in the past you had an entire unit to do that. So that unit will no longer exist, or will be managed for just one or two people. So the company will save on salaries, but if the company is saving on salaries, there is people that is not receiving it.
Perfect. And how do you believe, guys, the future of the industry? Well, how will it be undergoing these changes, undergoing these technologies?
Nowadays, pharma business, when they work in a B2C segment, they have huge field teams covering doctors, giving them information about their medicines. That they work as promoters mainly, and it will change for sure. The role of the field workers nowadays, and how I see the role in the future, it will change dramatically to medical science liaisons, more than just medical representatives who's talking to the doctor and trying to convince them to prescribe the medicines of this company, not of that company, right? Medical science liaison will replace medical representatives, and provide and their role will be to advise, consult, share the latest researches in the industry, health, about the related to the healthcare. So that one will be one of the changes. Another one, it goes from to the personalization of the communication. For example, in other industries, it's really widespread already, but some innovations come later to pharma industry because of the regulated environment that the companies exist in. So the digital transformation also will influence the growth of the personalization in communication of the companies with the HCPs, with the HCOs. It will change the way the companies interact with their customers. Do we have anything to add?
I see the future extremely competitive. You know, what I'm seeing today is that winning or losing is happening faster than ever before, and that game of competition will definitely need to be innovative in solutions. So the solutions that we are using right now, those are not the solutions that we are going to use in 10 years. I see the future competitive, but not just competitive among pharma. It's competitive for all of us, even for us that we are developing software. We need to keep the track, or we need to keep with a step ahead of the market. Right now, we in Platforce, we are the first CRM for medium and small size pharma that has an artificial intelligence assistant. That's a competitive advantage, and that's the way that I see that the future will be. You need to stay ahead, or you will lose your market.
Perfect, guys. But now my last question: how could Platforce help the market, the industry, the pharmaceutical industry into the digital transformation?
Well, Thank you. Well, we think our solution from the perspective that we are not just looking for a client, we are looking to improve the performance of all the field force that are using our tool. So we work a lot on listening how is the daily work and how they would be better in their jobs using a solution, and how a solution will be really useful for them to be more efficient in time, to be more efficient in the field work. I think that our most competitive part relies on efficiency, to improve the performance of the field force and to increase the access to reliable data, and to reliable metrics, and empowered metrics. That kind of help in the past, not just too much, but in the past were kind of advantages that were just saved for the gold stars, for the 500 Fortune companies. Now this kind of solution like Platforce, the solution that Platforce is offering to the small and medium-sized pharma, are getting near those companies to a solution that it's actually scalable with their business, and and it's a really good opportunity for a small and medium-sized pharma to be able to escalate the business and to be able to escalate the solution, the tech solution. And we work every day to improve our solutions because our improvements is also our clients' improvements.
I can tell you about the latest one that we developed, and I really like it. Like for example, field teams in the pharma companies B2C segment of the industry. Field teams that every month they spend several days for planning their cycle, what doctors they need to cover, so to make it optimized from the route standpoint, to make it efficient. So now they all when they use when they use different competitive solutions to ours, they use it, they plan it manually, and they spend several days for that every month. So, and we developed really interesting thing that AI help them to plan, to make this plan in a few clicks, very very fast, for the whole sales cycle, considering a lot of factors like doctor segmentation, their preferences, their location, routes, so to make it efficient. Still, we leave this opportunity to make amendments to the suggestion that AI made, and later when AI will plan the next sales cycle, it will learn what the field representative made to the plan, analyze why, and then consider this in next planning. So that I really like it. Another thing that we implemented before, with the help of AI assistant that Isaías mentioned, like the field representative needs to make 10-15 visits to the doctors daily. It means they have a lot of conversation during the day, and they need to make some notes to the CRM, to not to forget what was the topic of the discussion, to be ready to continue the conversation next time when they meet with the doctor. And because they're overloaded with meetings, they don't have time to create these notes. And I talked to many companies, and they they're not happy that field reps just ignore these notes. They try to keep everything in their minds, but it's impossible with the more than 200 meetings monthly. So we implemented ambient listening that creates notes of the meeting, of the interaction automatically, instead of the field representative. Then it helps to solve a lot of issues, to save time. And but if they didn't do that before, now they have it in the system and doing their job, focusing on the conversation. So when we think what should we do next, we talk to the companies, we listen their challenges, their problems, and we always try to innovate and offer solutions that can change their daily routine for the better.
Well, guys, great for coming. I'd like to ask you to share websites, social media. So how could our audience contact you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Artem Brytchenko, orange hoodie guy on the photo. It's me. That's it. Or you can just find the Platforce on LinkedIn or our website.
Great.
There isn't button that anyone can schedule a meeting with us and we can talk. Yep.
So, well, I'm Isaías Cuello. I'm Customer Success Manager for the Americas. You will find me also in LinkedIn. And of course that we will be really happy to discuss any subject, not just about digital transformation, but every aspect of the pharma industry. We are always open to talk about it.
So, Isaías and Artem, thank you very much for coming to this program. And I hope having you guys more times here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nadja.
Thank you.
It's been a really
obrigado.
that is very good. Espero que cada de vocês tenha gostado, assim como eu, desse tema. Então, vamos explorar mais, vamos falar mais. Procurem a Platforce, mais informações. Vocês já tiveram aqui acesso ao website e todas as mídias sociais. Entrem em contato e saibam mais. Terão um prazer, com certeza, estreitar relações com cada de vocês. E quem acompanha aqui o Conversa de Mercado, espero encontrá-los também no próximo episódio. Até lá!